Okay, Brian, we're going to conduct some further experiments on your carburetor. What we're going to do, you're going to have a fuel regulator installed, regardless if you're having, you're going to have a fuel regulator installed with a gauge in it, just like this. Now, you see right there, we run 3 pounds pressure from an electric pump. It makes no difference what kind of pump you got. To find out what your problem with it is, you're going to be running your boat along and you're going to be watching that. Now, if you can't watch that, you may have to unscrew that and put a piece of hose on it to where you can hold it in your hand or see it. You can put a hose or a copper tubing, whatever it is, to where you can look at that gauge. Then if your boat speed drops off, your RPM drops off, watch and see. Now you watch here. You'll notice, see the pressure drops off as I restrict the fuel going in? See, it drops off? If your pressure drops off like that and your RPM drops off like that, you know that your trouble is from here on back to the tank. Either in your pump, your lines, your filter, whatever. So we're going to just show you exactly what's going on. First of all, put it on 3. Start it up. Pump, pump, pump. Okay. Now get it up to 3,000. Be a little bit of a trick to do that. Off on the fuel coming in. There it goes. Now I've got the fuel restricted. I'm going to put it back down to about 1 pound coming in. Okay, I'm watching all my gauges here. That's it. You saw what happened. We duplicated your problem right there by restricting the fuel coming in. Now we're going to restart. Take all of our stuff off. Got to pump a little bit. You notice as long as that pressure was at 3 pounds, that motor runs. But as soon as we tried to restrict it, the carburetor died. Now if the carburetor was not letting fuel come in there to fill up that bowl, it would have never stayed running at 3,000 at 3 pounds. It would have died. It would have, if there was a partial restriction in here, the bowl would have filled up 3,000 RPM. It would have started slowing down. I hope you can follow all that, but that's the way to find out what's wrong with it. So we kind of proved right there that it's not the carburetor, but however, it could have been something intermittently in the carburetor. But at this particular point right now, it is not. Okay.